large carnivores. They're amongst my favorite dinosaurs in real life, and I just want to make a list of me ranking my least favorite to most favorite large carnivores in Jurassic World Evolution 2. I won't be ranking the Indominus Rex though, because she's a hybrid and I don't really use hybrids, nor do I'm not the biggest fan of hybrids in the first place, and I've only used the Indominus Rex in Battle Royales, so my ranking of her just wouldn't feel right anyway. So yeah, but with that, let's get on to the first carnivore on our list. Carcharodontosaurus. Starting off this list, we unfortunately have the Carchar. Now, I love the Carchar in other medias and other video games like Ark Survival Evolved. I really like the Carchar in that game. And in real life, I really like how the Carchar just looks as an animal. But the Jurassic World Evolution 2 version of the Carchar just doesn't do it for me. And I think that's down to two reasons. I think the body of the Carchar is just like too slender and too thin for a large carnivore. It almost looks malnourished in my opinion. And then the face of the Carchar, it just looks a bit off. And then we have like the eyes of the Carchar. I don't really like how the eyes look on the face of the Carchar. They almost look like, I don't know, they look very fake in my opinion. They look off-putting. So yeah, and then overall the Carchar, just the model of like the whole thing, it just doesn't look like what I imagine a Carcharodontosaurus to look like. And doesn't really like look like other versions of the Carcharodontosaurus. I imagine Frontier did this so their Carchar would be like more unique. They've done this sometimes for other creatures like Deinonychus and Dreadnoughtus, but I don't know. I would have really liked if they went down a more realistic and traditional route for the Carchar. Acrocanthosaurus. As much as I really want to like the Acro and put it highly on the list, I just simply couldn't. I love the Acro in real life and I absolutely love it in other medias, and I absolutely love the Acrocanthosaurus in Ark Survival Evolved from Gargantua, I think is his name. Sorry if I'm saying that wrong. But I know, I absolutely love how the Acro looks. It's like a mix between of realism meeting gaming. It's a perfect blend of fiction meeting reality. I absolutely love the Acro in that game. And I'm just so sad I simply can't say that about Jurassic World Evolution 2 Acro. The Acrocanthosaurus just doesn't look like an Acrocanthosaurus. Its most prominent feature, its high spine, is barely visible on the Acrocanthosaurus. It's almost like making a Spinosaurus without the spine, or Triceratops without the three horns. It just doesn't make sense. Like, the only reason I could think of them doing this is that they wanted a more stylized version of the Acro, one that like stand out from pretty much every other interpretation. But by doing this, they made it look like a completely different animal or creature. So yeah, I really want to like the Acro, but you know, it just doesn't look like an Acrocanthosaurus, so I'm gonna have to put it this low on the list. I do want to say, I actually still do like the model of the Acro a lot. I think it has some great skins, but like if it were a different dinosaur. Yeah, in terms of it being an Acrocanthosaurus, it doesn't look like an Acrocanthosaurus. The Giganotosaurus or Gigantosaurus. Love or hate it, the Giga makes it on this list all thanks to its Jurassic World Dominion variant. I was tempted to rank them as two different creatures, the normal version or the variant version. I just decided not to. I just decided to just clump them in one. And I absolutely love the Jurassic World Dominion variant of the Giga. I know it's not fan favorite for all people. I like it a lot. Is it paleo accurate? No. Is it just cool? I think so. So yeah, I really like the Giga. That might be because I'm a huge Godzilla fan, especially Godzilla the series. I mean, my profile picture is Zilla Jr. from Godzilla series. So yeah, I just think the Giga just looks really cool and it's a very unique take on the Giga. I'll say that. So yeah, and I also just really like the skins of the variant version of the Giga. I think they all just look very like awesome and very cool, especially this like green and white one, or brown, green, white, and brown one. Spinosaurus, one of people's favorite dinosaurs of all time. The Spinosaurus for me is the highlight of Jurassic Park 3, and it is definitely a highlight in Jurassic World Evolution 2. I like how unique it looks amongst the other large carnivores in the game, to its like sail and massive size, long arms, and piscivorous diet. The Spinosaurus is just a really unique dinosaur in real life and Jurassic World Evolution 2, and I just really like it. I love the sound design. It is of course straight out of Jurassic Park 3, and I think it's just a really cool looking dinosaur. I think the skins on the Spinosaurus are awesome. My favorite skin of the Spinosaurus is still the original one from Jurassic Park 3. I think that one is just an incredible skin, and I really love that one. And yeah, and another reason why I absolutely love the Spinosaurus is its death duel animation. This is probably my favorite animation in the game. I love that it has a unique death duel animation. I think all large carnivores should have their own. And the Spinosaurus, definitely, they gave it the right animation. I love the animation of Spino doing its iconic T.rex neck snapping kill to every large carnivore. I do wish it was only a T.rex, but it's still a very fun animation and a very cool animation. So yeah, that's why Spino is this high on the list. Tyrannosaurus Rex, the king of the dinosaurs and queen of Isa Nubla herself. I love the T-Rex. It's in nearly every park I make, and it's just simply due to the fact I still think the T-Rex is awesome. I think it's really cool. I really like the movie skins of the T-Rex, from the feathered Rex to the one from, you know, the Lost Worlds, Jurassic Park 3, and of course the original. And of course its iconic roars in the franchise. And for me, I just really enjoy having the T-Rex in my park. It almost feels like when I add the T-Rex, it completes my park. As, I don't know, if I imagined if a Jurassic World or Jurassic Park was real, I imagine the T-Rex be the most popular dinosaur there, as it's the one that everyone knows. And I really like their animations. I really like the play fighting of their like normal social animation, but I really like their feeding animation from the feeder. And I love how it's a callback to the T-Rexes in Lost World and how they ate the guy in the car. I believe his name was Eddie. So yeah, I really like the T-Rex, and I don't think I'll ever get bored of the T-Rex. Tarbosaurus. Probably surprising a lot of people, Tarbosaurus is my favorite large carnivore in the game. When I first saw the trailer for the Tarbosaurus, I thought I was gonna hate it or really not like it. I thought it looked too goofy, I thought it looked a bit too cartoony and a bit too much like the T-Rex. But as I got to use it more and more, it started growing on me and I actually started really to like it. I think in the Jurassic World Evolution 2, it does a really great job of blending the Camp Cretaceous style with the Jurassic World Evolution 2 style, and I really like the Tarbosaurus now. I like the social animation where it rolls around on the ground like a dog. I think that's really unique and I think that's really cool. I think that's almost like adorable for the large carnivore. But yeah, I do like how it looks like the T-Rex a lot. I think acknowledging that they're related is pretty cool. And I also really like the size of the Tarbo. It's the smallest of the large carnivores, which I think is a really nice touch to the large carnivores. It's kind of like how Carnivores is a medium carnivore, but it's like way smaller than the other medium carnivores. So I like how the Tarbosaurus changes up the size for large carnivores. And yeah, I do say, as much as I do like the Tarbosaurus in the game, I still do wish there was like a Frontier version of the Tarbosaurus, as Frontier have done a pretty amazing job with dinosaurs of lately, like the Dinocaris and Eutyranus. I absolutely love the Tarbosaurus, and it's my favorite large carnivore in Jurassic World Evolution 2. With that being said, thank you so much for watching, and please share your lists of your favorite large carnivores in the comments below. And again, I made this so fun. It's completely fine if you have differing opinions. With that, have a nice day, like and subscribe, and bye-bye.